Cam here from Starbuck Excavations. In this video here, I'm going to give you a rundown of some of the handy functions we have inside the 323 Next Gen Cat Excavator. Down here are our shortcut buttons. So here you've got your menu button. So you just push the button and it brings up your menu instead of just touching the screen. You've also got your climate control. So you push your button, your climate control comes up. Also over here you have your music button. You push your music button and it brings up your music menu. This is also a keyless machine, so you have a push button start, which is either done using a PIN code or an app on your phone. Over here you have your mute music button. You have an information button here. If you push and hold that, it brings up a menu of what all your buttons do on your sticks, which I'll go through a bit later on what our buttons all do. Over here you have your wind wiper, your washer, your lights, your rabbit and turtle mode, and you have your throttle control here as well. Over on the screen over here we have our cross slopes of the machine, what our angle our machine's sitting on. Next to that we have a picture of the machine with the yellow triangle, which means that currently we are facing forward. So all you got to do is just push forward on your sticks and you'll start tracking forward. Next to that you have a picture with the two lines that represent our E-fence swing mode, which you just push and hold that and it brings it up. I'll go through that a bit later on how they all work. Next to that you have a picture of a cabin. You push and hold that and it brings up all the other E-fence mode, cab avoidance mode, that I'll go through a bit later on and explain how all that works. Over here is your percentage of the fall of the machine on what it's doing. Down here you have your hydraulic, your AdBlue gauge, your fuel gauge, and your engine oil gauge. Also what the Next Gen does is where you've got your hour meter, you push and hold that, you go back to our little menu roller here and you can actually roll through the different functions that you may want to know, what attachment you got, so on. Down here, instead of pushing our shortcut button, you can also touch the screen. We have our auto warm-up, which the machine goes into auto warm-up when it's cold. You have your ACE governor control, so if that's off, the machine just revs full noise all the time. You have that on, and as most machines do, once it revs for 10 seconds it'll idle down. You have your heavy lift function, your swing mode, and here is your 360 view camera that a lot of people are asking what that actually is and how it's made. What it is made up of those cameras that I showed in my last video that are on the outside of the machine. They mash it all into one camera, which gives you a full 360 view of the machine, which is a great function. Our other menu bar down here, you have your settings, which is the same as every other machine. It goes through and you can change basically any setting you want. You've got your grade mode, which is built into the CAT machine, which is built-in CAT 2D grade control. So if you're not using your GPS and you just want to use that one, that's fine. You've got your E-fence mode, which is basically exactly the same as what I pushed and hold before. Same again, you just push and hold those and it brings up the same menu, but this just takes you a little bit longer to do it this way in through the settings. You've got your auto, you've got your scales, which is your payload. You've got your air conditioner, your radio, your phone in here, goes through all your different attachments on what they are, so you select when you change. And that's about it for the CAT functions.